So we're going to talk about inscribed quadrilaterals. Last lesson we talked about inscribed, that's when the angle is on the circle. So an inscribed quadrilateral is inside the circle. So if a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. Opposite angles are supplementary. So the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle C is 180 degrees. Also, if the measure of angle B, well, not if, the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle D is also 180 degrees. So sometimes you have to look for the inscribed angles to help you find the needed information. And when I say that, if you look for the angle and you don't have it, look for the arc, and the arc could help you find the angle. Unit 9, Circles, Day 2, and this is Part 2, Inscribed Quadrilaterals. So here we see a quadrilateral, four-sided figure, JKLM, inside of a circle, so it's inscribed. So what we know is that the opposite angles are going to be supplementary. So that means J and L will be 180, and K plus M will also add up to 180. So let's see what we have. So the measure of angle J right here, which is across from L. So angle J plus L equals 180 degrees. Well, angle J, we don't know. Angle L, 92. So we solve, and what do we get? X is equal to 88, and that's angle J. A couple of things we could do next. It's a four-sided figure, and so we know from Unit 7, a four-sided figure adds up to 360. So we can add up all the angles and subtract whatever we get from 360, but let's keep with the definition of inscribed quadrilaterals. K plus M is equal to 180. K we don't know, and M is 45, and together they add up to 180. When we subtract 45 from each side, we get X is equal to 135 degrees. Inscribed quadrilaterals. Here we have an inscribed quadrilateral, and we have angle Y. So angle Y plus angle W will come up to 180 degrees. Angle Y is 51. Angle W we don't know. So we solve for X and find out what angle W is. So angle X and angle V will add up to 180. However, looking at it, I don't have any information about X or V. But I can see that X is an inscribed angle. So what I'm going to do is extend it out. And when I extend it out, the arc is arc WY. So when I extend it out, I see arc WY. Arc WY is 67 plus 101. So arc WY is equal to 168. So let me go across here so that you can see that this big arc is 168. Well, I'm trying to find the angle. So the angle is equal to half the arc. So the angle is equal to half of 168. So the angle is 84 degrees. So that's angle X, and it's 84 degrees. It's across from angle V, and so we know that X, which is 84, plus V, which is we don't know, is equal to 180. And when we solve, we get 96 degrees. This particular problem says to solve for X, I notice a quadrilateral inscribed inside of a circle, so I know opposite angles are going to be supplementary. So angle E plus angle G is going to add up to 180. And so that's 68 plus 9, X minus 5 will be equal to 180. And when we solve for X, we get X is equal to 13. For this particular problem, it says to solve for X. X is over here. It's an inscribed angle. So what I want to do is let me circle my angle, extend to the endpoints. which are M and O. So I need to find the measure of arc MO. Right now I don't have anything, and I don't know what the angle is. Okay, but I need to know what the arc MO is to begin to solve this. Well, if I take a look, I see that, and I'll do it in blue, this is 135. And from here to here is 91. So the whole circle is 360 degrees. Subtract 226, and where did 226 come from? That is 135 plus 91 is 226. So that's 134. So this arc here, colored in nicely, is 134 degrees. Well, now we know the angle is equal to half of the arc. The angle, which is 15x minus 23, is equal to half of the arc, which is 134. We are going to take half of 134, and we're going to solve this problem. And when we do, we get x is equal to 6. Okay, I notice here that I have a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle, so opposite angles are going to be supplementary. I'm given information about W and I'm given information about Y. So angle W plus angle Y add up to 180 degrees. Angle W, which is 5x plus 1, plus angle Y, which is 13x minus 37, is equal to 180. We combine our like terms, we get it down to 18x minus 36 equals 180. And we find out that x is equal to 12. However, it asks us to find the measure of angle y. So the measure of angle y, we use the expression 13x minus 37, and we're going to let x equals 12. And voila. If you are interested in making an inscribed angle on one of the paper plates, the best 5, 3 raffle tickets, or 1 homework pass. Here's an example. Here's mine. I did the inscribed angle, made it look like an alligator's mouth, put the alligator back here, and this is my example. Thank you. For some additional practice with circles, inscribed angles, you can go to Khan Academy. It's high school geometry circles, and they do a good job of going over practice problems that'll probably be like ones you see on the SAT or the SOL. Thank you for tuning in.